It appears that the demand for the Tesla Model Y long-range variant in Canada and the United States is still very strong, so much so that the automaker may be nearly sold out for the third quarter of 2021. This is partly hinted at by the latest registration figures in the United States, which rose 95% in the first 4 months of 2021 compared to the same period in 2020. While all this must be taken with a grain of salt, Tesla's online design studio for the all-electric crossover reveals the Model Y long range being listed with an October estimated delivery date, meaning the vehicle is nearly sold out in the third quarter, when it's only 2 weeks into the third quarter. The fourth quarter of 2021 estimated delivery date seems to apply only for the Model Y long-range dual-motor all-wheel drive, as the Model Y performance in both the United States and Canada is still listed with an estimated delivery date of up to 11 weeks or September. Considering that the Model Y long range is now sold out, it would not be surprising if the top-tier crossover also joins the fray by selling out soon for the third quarter of 2021. At the moment, the Tesla Model Y long-range dual-motor variant is priced at the United States at $52,990, excluding any incentives and tax rebates. With such a price tag, the vehicle sits slightly closer to the Model 3 and far away from the company's two flagship vehicles, the Model S and Model X. Tesla's all-electric crossover Model Y is significantly more spacious than its sedan sibling and can accommodate up to 7 passengers. After rolling out the all-electric crossover last year, Tesla's boss Elon Musk forecast that the demand for the Model Y would surpass that of the Model 3. Musk made bold statements then, considering that the Model 3 had already established itself as the world's best-selling premium electric vehicle. Nevertheless, EV registrations in the United States this year so far suggest that Mr. Musk's statements are accurate, as people are tending to buy the all-electric crossover more than the all-electric sedan. Being an all-electric crossover, the Model Y caters to a large market of potential buyers, and this is hinted at the soaring demand for the EV. This essentially puts the American EV maker into a unique position. On the condition that a Model Y's price is based on demand, the automaker could easily raise it higher than it's today. So far this year, Tesla's price updates have been minimal, with the vehicle only getting cumulative price hikes of $3,500. This year alone, the automaker has also implemented some alterations to the crossover, including deleting a lumbar support feature in the passenger seat. Tesla's also removed radar equipment in both the Model Y and the Model 3, a move that has started to pay off with the newly launched Full Self-Driving Beta version 9 software update. Based on United States EV registration figures in the first 4 months of 2021, the demand for Tesla Model Y appears to be through the roof, as the car overtook its brother, the Model 3, recording 53,102 new registrations, compared to 35,468 for the Model 3. The two Teslas were followed by the Chevy Bolt and the Ford Mustang Mach-E, with 13,611 and 6,104 new registrations respectively. The Tesla Model S, 1,633 units, Tesla Model X, 1,730 units, Hyundai Kona, 2,192 units, Porsche Taycan, 3,002 units, Audi e-tron, 4,321 units, and the Nissan Leaf, 5,023 units, rounded out the top 10 electric cars that were the most registered ones in the United States. Even though the figures for the Model S and Model X are too low, they're still impressive since the two vehicles were not produced at this period. Back then, the automaker was still refining the production lines for refreshed versions of Model S and Model X. EV registrations in the United States seem to be skyrocketing in other places outside California. For instance, the Golden State accounted for 38% of the new EV registrations in the first quarter of 2021, whereas Florida corresponded to 7.2%. Texas comprised only 5.9% of EV registrations. Texas recorded the smallest figure because it is yet to allow Tesla to sell its EVs directly to their customers. As Tesla continues to ramp up its production efforts for all of its EVs, the Model Y seems to be the main focus of the company as it expands into China, Europe, and other markets. The company already started Model Y production at Gigafactory Shanghai and is now getting closer to production at Gigafactory Texas and Gigafactory Berlin. Initially, Giga Berlin was supposed to begin the production of Model Y vehicles for Europe this month, but so far, the project is yet to receive some final approvals. This means that the Giga Berlin may be delayed to start, forcing the Gigafactory Shanghai to meet the overwhelming demand for Model Y vehicles in Europe and the rest of the world. Meanwhile, Tesla's chosen to prioritize the Model Y long-range production by removing the made-in-China Model 3 long-range dual motor from China's configurator. Considering the ongoing chip shortage affecting the auto industry at the moment, the automaker may be utilizing the Model 3's battery packs and electric motors to produce the Model Y long-range variant. After all, both vehicles share similar parts. The decision makes sense, since the Model Y is likely to turn out to be much more profitable for the company in the long run. In a separate story, LG Energy Solutions and Samsung SDI are reportedly developing sample cells of Tesla's 4680 in their quest to secure a bigger contract from the automaker. Tesla unveiled its next-generation EV battery cells at its Battery Day event last year. The 46 by 80mm battery cell is supposed to be Tesla's revolutionary cell. The battery is said to ensure a 5-fold energy density increase, guarantee a 6-fold power output, as well as increase the EV range by 16%. According to the automaker, these cells would be structurally integrated into the upcoming Tesla Cybertruck, Tesla Roadster, and the Tesla Semi. Mr. Musk has hinted that the 4680 battery cell being used to power an updated version of the Model Y. The new tabless battery cell design would improve the overall strength of a vehicle, minimizing car damage in the event of an accident. As per a report from the Korea Herald, a popular publication based in Korea, the two battery manufacturers and suppliers are competing against one another to get a once-in-a-lifetime contract with Tesla. Samsung SDI and LG Energy Solution have developed samples of cylindrical 4680 cells and are currently conducting various tests at their facilities to verify their structural integrity. Also, they have provided specifications of their 4680 cells to their vendors, the report stated. Tesla's producing its own 4680 cells in-house at the Cato Road plant in Northern California. The batteries are not yet sufficient to be placed in all Tesla vehicles. The company is currently ramping up its production at the Cato Road facility, and it intends to reach its 10 gigawatt-hour production capacity as soon as possible. The company also gets its battery cells from Panasonic and Cato, who are reportedly working on the new 4680 cells as well. While LG Chem, Cato, and Panasonic are seen as Tesla's primary suppliers, there is room for Samsung SDI to join the supply chain. Recently, Samsung secured a $436 million deal for Tesla Cybertruck's camera modules. Samsung is also rumored to be setting up its first battery cell plant in the United States, and so a battery deal with Tesla would only improve the automaker's situation as it expands into other regions. Samsung's timeline to bring the mass production of the 4680 cells is still unclear, but LG Chem has already indicated plans to achieve the mass production as early as 2023. The company is reportedly planning to invest 6 trillion Korean wons, $5 billion, in order to produce the electric car battery materials. LG Chem is also exploring plans to build a global battery production base. The company actively reviews mergers and acquisitions, along with joint ventures with other companies. Furthermore, it's focusing on research and development to set its technologies apart and become the world's leading battery manufacturer. Tesla's 4680 cells that are currently being produced at the Katy Road facility will be shipped for the upcoming facility in Germany, where production of the updated Model Y is scheduled to kick off by the end of the year. The company also plans to use these batteries in its EVs produced at Giga Texas. Make sure to check out one of the videos shown on your screen right now. We post videos daily, so feel free to subscribe and stay up to date on all most recent news and updates.